It appears that Riot is looking to test skirmish mode for a map drafts in all regions of VCT this year. Now what that means is it's going to be first to 5 1v1 matches between the two teams, no abilities, and whoever wins gets an advantage in the map draft, which I presume to mean that they will get to choose Team A or Team B, which impacts, of course, the map draft order. Now, personally, I think this is a good idea because you're taking something that would have been a random coin toss, 50-50, and now saying, if you would like, you have a little bit more agency. You can try to take this a little bit more under your control and get an advantage. Now, this is all assuming this only impacts matches that would have been done with coin tosses, right? So seeded matches and playoffs, those wouldn't be affected by this. But, you know, if you're a team that wants to try to practice this on the skirmish maps, no abilities, and send out your best players in a duel to try to get an advantage every time, great, you can do that. You now have that choice. But also, if you're a team that feels that this isn't really worth your time, I mean, if you go the original way, it would have been a 50-50 coin toss anyway, so you just try your luck with whoever's feeling it that day or whatever other method you choose to select your players. So taking a pretty important part of the official match process that can impact the result and giving a little bit more agency to teams and players, I think that's a plus. However, the Euphoria on social media was hopefully jokingly asking if they should have coaches play in this, which I do not think should be happening. It should never be required that coaches can potentially impact the result of the match with something they do in the server. They're not there because of their mechanical prowess. They are never meant to be judged with their mechanics, right? That's not something that impacts how good of a coach they can be. It can be helpful, but it's not ever something that was required to be a good coach. And I do not think that that should be something that they are judged upon publicly because it's not part of their job. If you want to do it for a show match, right, for entertainment, that's fine. But you start putting it in, let's say like X number of skirmishes have to be done by coaches, that starts to make it way too whimsical. It's too much about showbiz, potentially puts coaches on a spot to be ridiculed over something that isn't part of their job. And I think that's a terrible, terrible idea. Now, if players, or teams rather, want to send out a coach because they don't want their players to participate and spend that time, I think that's fine. If you want to allow that, that's cool, right? And that can be fun, but that should be up to the teams. It should never be required by the league.